illusion of free will and separation. Does a specific person have free will? The topic of free will understandably confuses us, as it feels like a violation of another person's right to live a life freely, especially when we are trying to manifest them. After all, if we are the operant power of our reality, aren't others too the operant power of their realities? If that's the case, how is it possible that our free will triumphs over theirs? The answer to that question is this: there is no I in the first place, and there is no them either. When I say I or them in this context, I'm strictly referring to the egoic definition, this bodily identity we so closely associate ourselves with. Our bodily identities are merely labels we give to trivialize this 3D experience. For example, a car is this configuration consisting of 4 wheels, windows, doors, engine, and a body, whose meaning has been standardized by us. However, car has no intrinsic meaning save the one which we've assigned it. The I am that manifests is the universal consciousness, the awareness within which both the egoic I and egoic them are located. We are constantly manifesting different versions of the egoic I and egoic them into this pure consciousness or I am by changing our beliefs about these. Sure, it feels like the bodily I is the one doing all the manifesting if we were to limit ourselves to our 5 senses, and perhaps for most 3-dimensional intents and purposes, that's true. Notice that how you experience both the bodily I and bodily them inside this awareness, or I am. You can't really experience the 3D outside of this awareness that contains everything you witness with your 5 senses, including your SP. Therefore, you experience your SP through this I am. And therefore, you always experience a version of them consistent with your own beliefs regarding others. There is no real or intrinsic them per se, just like there is no real or intrinsic definition of this bodily I, the body of flesh and blood we witness in the mirror every day. So what is this bodily I or bodily them? They are states, as Neville says, and states imply a certain impermanence of being, a mere configuration of beliefs. States, by definition, can be changed. It's a property of something more fundamental. For example, water exists as 3 states: solid, liquid, and gas. Solid water, or ice, is fundamentally water. Its solidity is merely a state that can be altered. It's the same thing with I am, which occupies different bodily states of egoic I and egoic them. Therefore, when you manifest an SP, you're really tethering to this consciousness and changing everything relative to it. Remember, you aren't trying to manifest from this bodily I. So in manifesting an SP, it's not that the bodily I is trying to manipulate the bodily them. Rather, we calibrate ourselves to the pure consciousness and change the total state from that void, which includes the substates of this bodily I, bodily them, and the relationship between them. It is this 3D illusion that makes us believe that we are this bodily I, and therefore we must only be able to change this limited part of ourselves. However, thinking along these lines automatically creates a separation to them or the person we are trying to manifest. And implicitly, we have this mental blockage that ultimately creates this confusion. To simplify, there is only one entity called I am, and there is only one free will as a consequence. And since there is no fundamental separation in consciousness, save the ones we assign to simplify this 3D experience of ours, there's simply no question of violation or contradiction. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content. Stay tuned.